Got a body like a cocaine. She likes to keep the party going. These rumors got me feeling lonely.
What's up, dudes?
I want that body, baby.
How's it going, guys? Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. I'm doing pretty fantastic myself. I just wanted I haven't uploaded any YouTube videos in a while. I've just been really been focusing on myself and taking a little on and off break with social media, and it's very I always like to give myself some a self-evaluation and a self-reality check on me, and you guys are more than welcome to do the same thing to you, for you guys as well. It just I actually encourage you guys to do it as well. In my opinion, it's very helpful and gives me a little reflect on certain mistakes and how can I grow from that, and how I can try and fix it. I'm gonna talk to you guys on why I got started in lifting in the first place. Let's just say that lifting pretty much saved my life. When I was in middle school, from what I remember, is that I was competing in basketball, track, cross country, wrestling, and I was also training in mixed martial arts around this time as well. And then it kind of helps me practice that mind over matter, and pretty much I was under so much shit, and the fact that my family wasn't really there at the beginning, and all my friends were, and all my friends were really more for example, they'll be more so if one of us messes up with something, and if we're okay, let's go over the whole thing of what happened, and how can we come up with a final thing where my parents is more you did this, I don't care what anyone else says, you did this, I think you did this, you did this, you don't have dinner, go upstairs. Or it'll be more hey, you failed this test, you failed this grade, you're not eating until you bring it up. And every time I got bullied, my friends were there for the first thing, and my parents pretty much were try to solve it peacefully, and get the teachers involved. I'm okay, yeah, that's fine and dandy, but what about outside of school? That's not, if I see him, he's obviously gonna be, if him and I were somewhere outside of school and we run into each other, he's most likely gonna finish what he started. Whereas if you know self-defense, you have every right to perform the proper instructions that you were taught. 2, now this is freshman year of high school. Freshman year of high school, And sophomore year of high school was more like a realization in life learning versus death or in prison kind of scenario. So I've been friends with this certain crowd since like third, fourth grade, somewhere around there. And then by the time they were all freshman year in high school is where they started doing drugs. I fell into that. We're in that skateboard realm. So any kind of myth label that you hear of about skaters, it's all true. I was part of it. It was nothing but skating, school, girls, and drugs, and work. That was it. That was all that we did. And then once I almost got arrested was when it came down to the point where it was like, it's time for me to split up with this crowd. And then I decided to focus more on sports. And now, it's more like, man, like I really went through all that shit, and now I'm nowhere near as happy in position where I am right now. I just got done with my first professional powerlifting meet. I've been competitive powerlifting for the past 7 years, and then in state I won in state and regional competitions for specialized powerlifting is when I was I'm pretty much the guy to beat in the state and in regionals. I'm undefeated in the 160-pound weight class at state, and then I'm also undefeated in the 150-pound weight class at regionals. And then that's pretty much the whole first reason of it. The second reason is more like I'm the only person in this house. I'm the only male in this house other than my dad. I'm the oldest of 2 sisters. Eventually they're gonna have boyfriends, and I want to make sure that both of my sisters and my parents are safe and healthy. So I just wanted to tell you guys on why I started weightlifting and where it is now, and I do not regret making mistakes at all, because in my opinion, you cannot grow without making mistakes. Plain and simple. I hope you guys have a good one, and
call me selective
keep
with my
chasing
notes.
after
Call
your
me
fellas.
aggressive with
Peace.
my flow. Call me offensive even though Joey ain't gonna lie, life's tough. Try to get by, life's rough. Try to do it right, it's not enough. Even though you try, you still mess up. But I'm still gonna fight for what